Hi, welcome to Jadekind Gaming. My name is Adam. I am here with Austin as Erich, Ryan as Henwick, Bob as Kalidan, and Nick as Jimmy. This is 21st session of the Underland Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Last time, you looted the Slotty and found their burrow.
Sort of. They didn't really have stuff.
Yeah, burrow.
They had that one axe that was decent.
Yeah.
No, more importantly, they had holes with bodies and body-like parts.
And they had dump
You recovered the real
quote-unquote
So shady.
minus 2 eggs, as well as a pincer-gripping drow, who seemed protective of him.
Gross.
You found some connections to, Aboleth race of people. Learned that there were a couple Slotty that had not been part of the original group. Found many mutated corpses and made a 6-day journey with the legless Argyle strapped to the shield guardian back to Warrenhide, where you got Argyle permission to take refuge in the city, and he's living with your furbolg neighbor.
Yes.
You've done a little bit of shopping, and you got Wevy out to introduce her to your undead.
I got no arms, the
Party?
zombie, and skeletons 1, 2, and 3.
They aren't worthy of names.
Well, no, we've got whatever. What's his face? Snake, who went through the water and snuck up and started shooting people with a short bow.
But otherwise, you leveled up and took a rest for the evening.
We emptied all the bags, correct?
Of the
Yeah,
gems.
that was did shopping was you sold off or
We
gave
did
off
that and
all the
split the money.
all the gem bits.
And people were asking, whatever. I took some money to go and to buy rations.
No, I do have money now.
Yes.
Oh yeah, did you notice that you got 90 gold? He when he sold stuff, everyone got 90 gold. I wrote it on the side because you'd stepped out of the room for a moment.
Oh.
So you can move that to your sheet.
So I was like, why does Clink have money? Who gave that bird money?
Who gave that bird 90 gold worth of money?
I was tempted to let her keep it. She can invest that into her new adventuring career.
I feel like that's not liable to be what she does.
That's what we have to do in order
That is
to get
retirement
Clink
fund.
Yeah. In order to get Clink to level up, we actually have to buy a specific class's starting gear and give it to her.
Does that work? Get her level 1? If I just get a pack and some daggers?
And then she gets to choose, and he's like, alright, you want the Explorer's pack or the Diner's pack? Pick one.
Or the cleric's pack.
This is an important ritual to becoming level 1.
I don't know. I have martial weapons trained. If I
At this
train
point,
her-
she hasn't yet gotten a background. First, you need to work on getting her a background.
It's clearly like Prophet or something.
Or slave.
Yeah.
Well, let's have her hang out with Jimmy in the Drought
Urchin?
City. She can become an
Outsider.
Get her a pet rat.
Yeah, if we get her a pet rat, she can be an urchin.
But he didn't even have a pet rat.
My favorite
overrun
thing
with
is you're looking at the background things that you get and looking at them as requirements to make it happen.
Well, obviously, if you don't have a pet rat, how could you possibly be an urchin?
Yeah.
All urchins have rats. It's right there in plain text.
I immediately threw that right back in the gutter where I found it.
And some other urchin probably picked it up and gained their background.
Exactly.
You were big about helping other kids.
They were an urchin in training.
Yeah. Here you go. Here's your rat. What do I do with it? I don't care. It's your rat now.
Pass it along! Jimmy.
Oh, yeah, night times.
Yep. A small unkindness of ravens you find flying deep down, diving down into a cavern, reaching the bottom where a mass of tentacles emerge from the darkness.
I think I've seen this movie.
Which crush the ravens, tearing them bit from bit.
No, they didn't turn into girls. Wasn't the same movie.
Are different? Yeah. Eric,
Yeah.
you wake early. You hear the sound of sizzling.
Cool.
Do you open your eyes?
Yeah.
Looking around the little cavern outside you see a weathered and wrinkly old man, maybe about 5 feet away from you. He seems to have arrived during the night when no one takes watch. And
It's like, why would you? We're next to the safe place even.
And we're surrounded in a dome of protection.
you're not.
What?
He's in town. You're at his home. He's not out there with your dome. You're just sitting in the cavern.
Also, I bet this place is great for someone with tinnitus.
Yeah.
Just constant noise. Oh, it's just so lull to sleep.
There's an old man there. A little fire set over a pan, and he's cooking some sort of sausages. Seems to have set up to sleep sort of against the wall where the rest of you guys had been. He kind of looks over and notices. As you wake, she sort of forks one off and kind of just sort of silently hands over the pan. Over.
Oh, yeah. I certainly don't refuse another man's generosity.
Sausage?
Yeah.
Of course not.
Also, just eating anything strangers hand to you.
Yeah.
Clearly what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. Who would betray that kind of trust? Two strangers on a road sharing a meal?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's totally pure.
But, you know, unless you engage conversation, he'll just sort of stares, the two of you early risers.
Well, you know, what brings him here? I myself am on a grand adventure.
You ask and begin to immediately monologue at him.
Why are you here?
What else do you
My
do?
story is better.
It's like asking a leading question. How was your day? Well, my day!
Was fantastic.
Can you flick that bottle off the table? Thank you.
Ha!
I'm just looking at the camera. It's like right here. Just traveling, seeing things yet to be seen.
There's a cave full of really cool crystals that way, like 6 days. It's pretty cool. We had a pretty epic fight there. Should be cleared out now, though.
Sounds very nice.
Except for all the corpses.
Yeah.
Well, that's just natural.
Sort of, leaving the pat with a few more sausages, sort of, after he starts sort of, moves over to the wall to wrap up a bedroll. He said, that way?
Yep.
And he sort of steps up, tucking sleeping bag sort of behind a backpack. You enjoy that.
No, good travels.
And he sort of sets off in that direction, leaving you about 4 more sausages and a cast iron pan.
Cool. Bonus.
But not too long.
I eat those sausages.
The rest of you awake.
Get up, stretch. Tell a rousing story like 5 times.
At this point, I guess it's the party here and the undead out there, but not Ryan, because Ryan is not here.
Yeah.
I'll tell him when we start walking.
Well, me and Paul would be gone.
Yeah. Get up, get everything packed so we can move back towards Crystal Cave to find those other lizards.
Y'all start packing things up, waiting for
Right? Yeah.
Henwick. As you pack up and roll up your bag, you notice beside it there's sort of a old octagonal box. Not yay big.
What's in it?
You pick it up and you open it, and it's like a dirty, grindy kind of compass.
Where is it pointing? Is it pointing
Right.
north?
It is not.
Oh, yeah, that's an adventure if I ever heard one.
Right now, it just hangs loose. Doesn't seem to be responding to anything.
Oh, well, that's not much of an adventure.
Come on, it's just a treasure finder. You have to get close.
I guess, maybe. It's like, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's not pointing north. That's broken. This adventure compass doesn't work.
This obviously plot hook doesn't work. Well, what's wrong with you, Shake? Ask again tomorrow. That's not even what this is. No, that's what the sword is. The sword's ask again tomorrow.
Yeah. But you'll wake up as well, and you're home.
Breakfast.
If it takes him longer than an hour to get out here, I asked the sword if we should go hunt the.
What are you? Are you just heading right out, or were you doing other things in town? Yeah, breakfast, and then
Finish shopping, and
what are you shopping for?
I'm going to be buying the rations that people wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be buying a couple quivers of arrows.
Okay.
And let's see. And I'm going to buy mining kits, and then I'll see about spell ink afterwards.
Okay. And then what else other than shopping?
Say goodbye to people, and then
You probably got about an hour.
Yeah. I figured as much.
And yeah, you easily do all of that. None of that is things that you have any trouble finding.
Yeah. So for the mining kits in the book, they have a miner's pick, but I wanted some additional stuff.
Blasting dynamite.
Well, no, but like get some drills and whatever else that I might need in order to dig stuff up out of the ground.
Zorn in a bottle.
I take it, yeah.
They just magically move through Earth, or do they actually dig?
Make holes.
Yeah, okay.
They're
Oh,
from the elemental.
ask the sword where we would go to strike it rich.
Well, I absolutely don't know that, and they could easily just say, back to the Elf City. The Drow City. You can strike a rich here.
Hey man, they'll just give us the address of a guy named Rich.
Mm-hmm. Just start punching him in the face.
Who's real mouthy?
Yeah, just BAM!
Now, Rich, I heard if we beat you up,
Mm-hmm.
we get money.
Well, that is how mugging works.
That's a crime, though.
We're all neutral.
Only if you get caught.
Mm-hmm.
I think Vic's chaotic good.
I am chaotic good.
Close enough to neutral.
Yeah, it's like pretty much a breath away, right?
Well,
It's like, if you say it in the right order, chaotic good can be convinced to do anything. What are all these babies? Yeah, but if you do it, you
just
stop.
kill babies.
You stop this incoming war.
You
Wow.
can't just kill babies. There's no excuse for that. That's just wrong.
Okay, there's not necessarily anything beyond a pickaxe. The closest thing that you could get would be the kind of components within a mason's tools, which are designed more to shape stone, but I mean, there's not like stone drills. There's wood drills. There aren't drills to go through stone. That is not a thing.
No, there are not jackhammers.
Yeah, there are not jackhammers.
Okay. So mining picks.
Yeah, mining picks is probably the best thing. If you want to do intricate work with it, mason's tools would also help along that line.
No, I'll take the mining picks. Can I pick up a book of lore?
About what?
Mining? About actually whatever doing geological work?
Of lore or like of actually using the tools, like.
Oh, not like a tool instructional manual, but the actual like ins and outs of.
Geology 101.
Are you looking for the history of mining?
No. I'm looking for information.
Prospecting.
Yeah. How do I find the ores that I want, and then whatever, getting them out properly. That's the book of lore I want. Mining in order to find stuff and get it.
That's
And-
prospecting and extraction.
Yep.
Yeah. You can find something that gives you. That's. Are you trying to become like a competitor to the miner mine company?
No, he has to dig up iron so he can make his own tools to outfit his skeletons.
Yes.
I know a company you could hire. They're into some major business.
Well, this is more minor business.
I would just like to point out that you were so opposed to that stupid slogan.
Just because it's
So long.
stupid! And the only reason I say it now is so I can look over and I can see you chuckle.
Like most stupid slogans, it really sticks with you.
But
Yeah,
anyway.
you find something at least boasting to be as such.
Okay.
For
So the book's not actually about that. It's just a magical book that says, yeah, I'm about that. It says here the history of sports. Nah, I'm about prospecting, honest.
And let's see, who actually gave me? Did you give me money for rations?
I did.
I did.
Okay, so you two.
But I already wrote down how much I bought.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you want 10 and you want 17.
I have no idea. I erased the money from my sheet and put the rations down.
Okay. Well, I'm betting Bob bought more because he probably wanted to feed people too.
Yeah, I wind up carrying more rations because I wind up feeding more people.
Okay.
I acquired more rations. I don't know if I paid money for them.
I'll say you find a few books on that. You can spend as little as 25 gold, you can spend 50 gold, or you can spend 150 gold, depending on which book you want.
150 gold. You need the biggest, fanciest book. It's important.
Well, I go ahead.
No,
and
what I
which one
hear
you get.
is 225 gold.
But we could call them simple, moderate, and advanced. We'll just say it.
Alright,
As
for
far as whichever one you choose, just have that as its title.
simple, moderate, or advanced, and it
For
was
25, 50, or was it
150.
150.
Yeah.
So, does the 151 have all the information as the 25 and the 50?
He's not spent the time to actually read through it. He's not sure.
'Cause you might need this.
I go ahead and ask the bookseller what the difference between them is.
Well, first off, you can easily tell, the thickness and amount. And yeah, it's just sort of details and level of information.
And I'm like, so what is it? What additional information is in the more advanced books? Is it like spots, or is it?
It's not like specific, go here to find. I left ore in this location.
yeah. It's like so. What?
But it is just more details on how to.
The simple book is swing pick, acquire ore. The modern one is how to swing a pick.
Swing, pick, acquire, or don't hit yourself.
Anyway, let's see. Well, I still have 18 days.
What do you do in the morning?
Get dressed.
Suit up.
Oh, yeah.
What are you up to?
Well, I ate sausages.
Yeah. You ain't. You got things packed up.
I gained a new pan.
You got a new pan. Got a broken compass.
Yeah, it's probably magic.
The pan or the compass?
Either or.
If you put 4 mana stones in there, you can use that as your primary weapon and have a constantly running shield. Fable.
Oh, yeah. The frying pan, the ultimate weapon.
Because it didn't do much damage, but you literally could not die.
Which is important, because it
Sounds like your style of play.
Nope, never did.
It kept scars off your pristine body. Because in Fable, if you took damage, you could gain scars. So not taking damage was important to keep your beautiful milky white skin.
Didn't you end up like all grungy and with like horns and stuff?
If you went evil, stop eating the baby chicks.
Yeah. Quit being mean to people.
I personally was constantly surrounded by butterflies.
You didn't just want to go around making everyone happy, making all the happy endings. You know what sucks? Sad endings. Tragedies can just go eat it. I'm all about happiness.
Right,
They
so
praise the name
I'm
of the
going
chicken
with
chaser.
the 50 gold one, so that's greater. What?
Just moderate. Standard. We'll call it standard.
Moderate.
We'll call it standard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Standard.
You were asking your sort of question over the hour?
Yes. Should we go back to where we fought the frogs and hunt down the other frogs?
It doesn't understand frogs. You have to use salads. Their actual name.
No, that's fine. In fact, I've deliberately said I prefer frogs to mispronouncing sly.
Always funnier, but it's your big bad, so...
Only for the first 20 episodes. with one of them in disguise, working alongside you for ages.
Done.
It's supposed to be very deadly.
We could've
Not to
found-
Ryan.
I'm pretty sure it would have taken him a while, but he could have fought that battle on his own in that choke point.
No, they wouldn't come and fight me. They wouldn't come to the choke point to actually do the fight.
Yeah, no, they were smarter than that at least.
Yeah.
Well, what do you do?
I play at the compass while I'm waiting for time.
Just sort of rocking it back and forth, see if he could leave the needle spinning real fast.
No, it's obviously some mystical voodoo nonsense. So you start playing the magical hoo-ha thing, where
you were keeping people.
You ask it questions, you point it up in the air, you try and get it to
You spend an hour trying to attune to the compass.
No, I'm already attuned to 3 objects.
Okay.
I wouldn't try to attune to this. That's how I'm doing. I'm just playing with it, trying to make it do a thing.
Your boots and what else? You don't have the Pearl of Power anymore.
Bracers, pearl pack. I do.
Yeah.
I use it every day.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not to the point where I'm using all of my
The pearl
third levels
powers,
yet.
Okay.
What bracers do you have?
Armor +2.
Oh,
It's what my AC is 14.
It's not armor +2, it's 12 plus dex.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's armor +2.
We
I don't wear other armor, so it's +2.
Yes.
Yeah, that fight with the bandit ended up being like identify magic item. Erich.
Yeah.
that's
Shield
fine. There's
Guardian.
one fight where I took everything.
You got the flaming sword out of that one.
And the Coke.
Oh yeah, cloak of resistance.
And
And
you
the...
did not want to attune, so...
Nope, not trying to connect my soul with this. I'm just trying to make it work.
Well,
Does
Must
he
have
figure
went over
out
well.
he needs to attune in that hour?
at the very least, you figure out that you cannot clean it.
I can't?
Nope.
It's dirty? Can I dirty it?
I mean, you can set dirt on it. And, I mean,
Can I, add extra smudges to it?
you can add extra smudges to it, which those you can clean off. And you can move around smudges and dirt that is on there. But it generally seems that the dirt that is on there is staying there.
Can I smudge all the dirt that's already on there into shapes? So it looks clean. If I put all the dirt to one side of it, can I just make it look like it's been stained on one side and the other side's pristine?
You can kind of move it around, maybe like a ring where just the outside is dirty, but you can kind of tell in the inside, etc. Make a knowledge religion check.
5.
Am I trained in that? No.
So 5.
Nope, 6. I do have +1.
You recognized nothing as you were going through that.
Yeah, you really should have made me roll.
You didn't have to figure it out.
Well, we have Ryan. Once he gets back, he'll identify it probably.
You're trying to figure out a way to nick over for his question.
Yeah.
Well, he did ask, should you? The answer could
Yeah.
just be yes.
Hey, yes, it's what I'm looking for. Yeah, and go hunt them down.
If you feel that is the most useful use of your time, it is at least possible to find them going that way.
Again, it was the most useful point of our time. I'm going to try to teach this sword stop being so mysterious and just taking it at face value. So yeah, when you get back...
What did you think it said?
If
If you think it is the most useful use of your time, then you could find them by going that way.
And I'm interpreting it as that, go that way. That's what you should do.
Okay. You do your shopping,
Yeah.
say your goodbyes.
I'm going to come out and then I'm going to okay, here's your guys' ration. You mind if I take an extra couple hours? I just got ink. Okay.
Tell them what you would get.
Oh, I'm going to copy down Fireball.
Oh, I don't care. You could be drawing nudie pictures. If you want a couple hours to draw, you can take them.
Just pointing at with a party. If you say, "Can I have a couple of hours so that I can get this thing that can help all of us?" It's
Well, Fireball's and I'm not going to have it prepared, so it's...
He just wants it in the book. That's
It's
why he cast
actually
it.
less prepared now. Oh,
More prepared now with it being a scroll.
yeah.
But, alright, then if I do that, I go back into town, go over to Webby's place, and I'm like, alright, I got 2 hours to copy down this spell. If there's anything that you want from my book during that time, you can copy it into your own book.
You're copying it into your book.
Yeah, I know, but she could be on the other page. Like...
No. She cannot do that at that time.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead and write in my book.
Start just playing harmonica out there. Giving soulful tunes.
We're going to eventually break that harmonica.
Why? It's the only time I bother being party anymore.
Yeah.
Well, we've broken you away from most of your bardness.
I'm going to sing to my rock. Because I'm proficient in singing.
I know.
Are you deliberately trying to be a different song? Because I'll try to match it if you are.
Every time you try to match it, I change it.
Just stop. Why are you such a dick?
At a certain point, one of the tabaxi is just sort of sitting in the tent window, glaring at the pair of them, very confused.
I know, these guys, right?
Kind of shakes his head. Would you at least agree? I'm just glad that someone else understands and sort of backs inside.
Just singing to my rock. I got a 16, so I'm doing okay.
You're doing okay, except for the fact that you keep changing, trying to avoid doing good.
No, he's using a harmonica. There's nothing good about them. They're obnoxious.
No, they're actually quite beautiful.
No, they're super fucking annoying. It might as well be a kazoo.
Different
No.
strokes for different folks.
No, you're thinking like the way
Kazoos?
you tried to play a harmonica as a child. A harmonica is an actual instrument if you know how to
Kazoos
play
are
it.
less annoying than harmonicas.
Not if you know how to play them.
There was a whole episode of Cowboy Bebop dedicated to the harmonica.
I didn't like Cowboy Bebop either.
Well, Bob's just full of wrongs this evening.
I liked Outlaw Star. I didn't like Cowboy Bebop.
Well, that's fine. Alistair was also.
So they're having a musical interlude.
Yep.
When are you going to stop tuning your instruments and play?
Sound check, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's a big cave, everything echoes! Yes, the acoustics are great down here.
I don't think you want echoes.
Well, you might be playing Pink Floyd.
Just sitting off in one of the cavern entrances, trying to, do a duet with myself in echoes. It's all about timing.
Dueling harmonicas. But yes, we'll finish up my spell writing, then I'll come out.
Yeah. So Henwick makes his way out.
Alright, guys.
Sword said vaguely that we could go hunt down the other slotties from where they were before, maybe.
It's a very confident answer.
But it's still my plan to go there. I say we go back and find the other ones. Maybe they'll lead us to more.
Alright, if we're doing adventuring today, then that's fine. Eventually, when we decide to, I want some downtime to actually go and start collecting stuff for myself.
Okay.
I'm going to start prospecting.
Well, every evening you can feel free to do that.
No,
Yes, that's exactly what you want in your evenings when you're trying to sing.
Clang.
Ting.
Just throw you in someone's book bag, have you sleep the entire time, wake up in the middle of the night, cast out, and just go out prospecting alone.
I don't think that we have the portable holes to do that.
Plus, if we did that, it'd be... We do it before we go to bed, the skeletons work through the night, and we sleep in a hut.
Mm-hmm.
The values of undead labor.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Free labor.
But unless anyone has a better idea, that is my suggestion as we go back there and try to track out from there.
Alternatively, we could just take Argyle and leave.
You're more than willing to do that. It's like, I have a mission from a maybe god to go start a war between maybe Slutty and whatever's controlling them.
Yeah, I really have no reason. My character has no reason to stay down here.
Well, I could give you the reason of it'd be a great story. I mean, just think about the adventure.
I can tell to my rock.
Well, we're still at the...
and the Rock's kids, one day.
Oh, what did I end up learning from Graham? What did she have to
Children
say about
love
the
stories.
Elithids and Duergar
The
and
rock's
stuff?
kids, the pebble.
What are Duergar?
Or whatever, black dwarfs.
That's racist.
Well, that's what they are. They're black-skinned dwarfs. Like we're gray-skinned gnomes.
Knows nothing about those. The Illithid are, they exist. There have been sightings occasionally of strange aboleth people that have made their way around, tied to some disappearances, but they don't venture up this far very often. They seem to keep to the depths of the caverns.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Well, if we're going with Jimmy's call to war, then it looks like we're going to have to go down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I support this decision.
I say so. I say as much that if we're going with what Jimmy's prophecies have been telling us, then we're probably going to have to go down.
And the question is, does Kalidan want to try to come with us, or pack up Argyle and find a caravan back to the Drow City?
We should go back there at some point, but I want more cash before we do.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to continue along. Argyle's going to totally forget that he has any personality and do what I want.
He's
in
time
a
to recover.
no legs.
No, not Argyle. Kalidan, his personality is becoming an issue, so I'm taking it away from him.
Well, his personality had a lot to do with making sure his uncle was safe. He finally has his uncle in probably the safest spot he could get him to.
Yeah, there's no reason for him to leave.
Well, you're not allowed to go
But
in.
you're not allowed to go in.
Cut off your own legs. Then they'd let you in.
Maybe.
Yeah, so I should probably just collect Argyle and head back to the surface.
It would be a very dangerous trip with, a no-legged man and by yourself.
And those guys are dicks. But they are low level. I'll give them that.
Yeah, you
No,
can just raid
I'm in charge now. If I can get back
tyrannically
to the
over
surface.
them.
I am now the biggest fish in a tiny pond. If I make it back to the surface. That's why I'm taking away my character's personality, because otherwise he'd.
I'm also trying to think, without him, how you even get out of the lake.
Well, Ryan has to help me anyways.
Yeah.
Because he said he'd help me get out too.
I said that I'd help him, since he helped me.
Okay, so are you calling in on that, or?
No, I already said I'm just taking my character's motivations away and his personality away because it's getting in the way of me playing the game.
I mean, it would be like a month trip, but we could go get a new Bob.
I would have to make a new character.
Yes.
You can do that.
Yeah, but I just got the armor I wanted. The AC decent and...
Yeah, he's finally got great AC.
You finally got all these items. Now you can
You're also
retire
assuming
them.
that I have nothing planned if you try to leave
You can-
the Underland in my Underland campaign.
No,
That's
just
why
South
the characters are... No, the character just dies then, and I make a new character one way or the other. However, this current character has zero reason to still be down here.
He's with his friends.
No.
Yeah.
No, he actively doesn't like any of us.
We're your best friends.
Yeah, you've made friends over the last...
No.
Oh,
They're obnoxious.
Yeah, you can be friends with people that are obnoxious. I promise you. I promise you. You can learn to be best of friends with people that are really obnoxious.
There's no sunlight or trees. My character does not like it in the Underdark.
There's trees.
Yeah. They're in glow mushrooms.
I'm just telling you that this character's staying purely because I'm taking away his will and personality. And I'm fine with that.
I would rather you warp his will and personality to the current
There is no warping, because there's no reason for him to stay. He should collect his uncle and leave, according to his personality.
You can't collect your uncle. He's now being held prisoner in a one that you can't enter.
That's fine. I'll just have to kill every single person who comes out until we give him back my uncle.
Just kill the weasels. No one gets in or out no more.
Technically, they could still get out.
What, they got teleport spells in there?
No, just the way that tunnel works. The wind's blowing outwards.
way.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, maybe some of the really strong people.
Already?
Yeah,
it's
only
warm in here.
40-something minutes in.
It's hot.
No, I'm just taking away his personality. It's fine.
But the fact that you announced it, you do simply to make me sad.
No.
Yes.
You asked me what I did.
And he told you.
I asked you what your character did. You didn't have to tell me what you were doing. I never care what you do, Bob.
I have to explain the sudden and terrible shift of behavior.
You wouldn't have noticed.
Oh, well, you're just not very attentive.
I would have assumed that you were following on with the group of companions that you have joined up with.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't have
Yeah,
noticed that.
have you not noticed the person?
Every time there's free time, I actively spend time away from all of them.
Did you not notice that just at the beginning of the session, trying to play music with him, he actively changes the thing to F with us because he doesn't like us, but he needed us to get his uncle.
That's the only reason I'm with any of these people.
You did a terrible job making a character.
I know, right? He has personality and thoughts of his own. It's very annoying.
Well, no, it's just the lack of
Long-term goal?
of building the character
I
towards...
kind of thought that you were going to make his mental sanity a lot more important and give him reasons to continue.
Well, he has a reason. Adventure.
That's not a good reason.
It's an
friendship,
it's
the
best
thing that you
I-
managed to bond with.
But I didn't
Apparently
bond
you
with
didn't.
any of them.
Yeah, I felt like you did until now, but oh well.
When I tell that story, we're going to be best friends.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Eric have been spending all of our time sleeping together.
Yeah. You just got to cozy up, man.
Anyways,
Let's be fair. I don't think anyone in the group is really great friends with each other in this particular campaign. I mean,
I'm friends with Eric.
Yeah,
We're all friends.
Yeah, me and him keep arguing about stuff and trying to explain stuff, and I think Jimmy's cool.
I mean, literally, you came up with a
Kalidan
team name.
Stoneheaded.
In fact, you came up with the team's name!
Yes, because I'm the only one I care about on the team.
and he, if you notice, told about his point of he is the strong arm.
He wasn't even the one with the strongest arms. That was clearly
No,
Henwick.
he's got the strongest gauntlets.
Yeah, the gauntlets don't actually make my arms buff.
You just look ridiculous.
So are you just wandering back the way you came for several days?
To the Crystal Caves?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I helped Bob in his survival
Yeah.
check.
A 12 or a...
Any?
I don't know.
Yeah, take it.
Oh, I'll take the 19. So that's 23.
23? Yeah. Okay.
And whatever, we've had investigation adventures together, me and Jimmy have.
Yeah.
Kalidan's the one who mostly stays and smithing job or...
Yes, because my character is not a mentally healthy person.
He's just a tsundere. That's all.
Yeah, that's how I've always interpreted it.
He's a reluctant lover.
Well, then we can make this breakdown and loss of personality a further development of his mental breakdown.
No, he doesn't have a personality anymore. He just has my will. He is Puppet Man.
Well, let's be fair. My guy is currently Puppet Man too. I thought about having a cool personality, and that lasted all of one episode.
Yeah, it's really difficult to give your character thoughts and opinions because then you have to actually pay attention to what your character
It's
would
easy.
do.
It's like a whole point.
Yeah.
Vic,
It's the reason some of us play the game.
What? I
I
made
know.
a character.
I know.
It's,
I'm not fighting you.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
not fighting you.
It's being very problematic right now. Because honestly,
Come on,
my character
stretch-
would gather
stretch
up
those-
his uncle and leave. is
stretch
what he
those
would do.
traits.
Does he think he can safely get his uncle out right now on his own?
Yeah, he has to help.
Okay. That gives more time for things to happen.
Okay,
I mean-
so get Argyle just leave?
It really depends on what you haven't even asked.
Yeah, you can ask. I'm more than willing to do that. And it's like, we want to get our guy
But I don't want to lose this character.
That's fine.
And all of his loot,
Most importantly, all this loot.
which would go with him.
Yeah.
I believe Adam thinks, I could keep you down here.
Yeah.
Well, I think we could either... Argyle dies, and then he just goes home. Or he dies, or he goes home.
If you bring it up to me that you want to leave, I say just wait a little while and then we can make this real easy.
Okay, I'll wait here.
And it's like, no, we need to go and actually kill stuff.
I need to be more powerful to get you
Yeah,
home.
and it's like I got an easy way of doing this. I just need more magic circles.
Specifically, what? Teleport at 5?
Let's see, I need to get to the 5th or 6th circle of magic before I'm able to do that.
So, bring it up. He just would offer, if we carry on here, I can come up with an easy way to get both of you home.
Alright.
A safe way.
We can adventure a little bit longer, but if it's like 3 weeks, Argyle will be healthy enough to travel, so...
Yeah, the legs are just going to grow back.
No, it won't grow back, but he'll be healthy enough to travel, because right now his major issue is not the missing legs, it's malnourishment.
I think it's going to be missing legs. I mean,
In the long run.
I think, yeah.
Well, not run.
I think it's going to be a major hurdle.
Yeah, well, it's only a couple of weeks.
Especially for a man with no legs.
Yes. It's a week down to the crystal things, then a couple of weeks to hunt, then we can come back and check on them.
So you get back to the Crystal Caverns in 4 days.
I want him to identify and see if my compass or my pan are magic.
Okay.
Detect
Detect magic is a simple way. Are you just doing this first day starting?
I was going to wait until the evening.
Okay, so evening, so you're a day into your travel.
Mhm.
And the compass is magic, the pan is not.
mundane. Alright.
But is it well seasoned?
Not the compass!
How's that pan? That pan well seasoned?
Yeah.
Smells like sausage.
Alright, identify compass.
The compass requires attunement. The compass of discovery, when held and attuned to, the needle will point to somewhere interesting and new. Know where the user has been, not necessarily the nearest, but to a reasonable amount of closeness. It will point straight in the direction of something interesting. So, being in a cavernous environment, it would point a straight line, and you'd have to still figure out your own path, but...
It's like, I could attune to it, and then you can just look over my shoulder at it.
I don't need braces of armor. They are by far the least important attuned item I own.
You
I'm
also...
just saying I have empty attunement slots.
You can have braces of armor.
They're useless. They would go to Ryan.
Yeah.
I don't know your attunement situation,
wait,
though.
You already wear bracers, though.
He wears
Yeah.
gauntlets.
Oh, gauntlets. Yeah, okay. Then you're fine.
Wait, so what is this? What do these actually do? Do they
Make your AC 12.
make my AC 12?
12 plus dex.
Major armor's better than that, though.
Exactly.
No, they're not great. For anyone but me. And I am more willing to give them up than I am willing to give up the Pearl Power, though pair after wound closure.
Yeah, but
Which
I'd
is
actually
also my
take,
holy symbol of
I'd
law.
actually take the Pearl of Power.
Well, you can't have my holy symbol or my pearl of power.
These are mine and actually useful.
See if the sword can eat it.
Yeah, I whack it with the sword.
The bracers?
Uh-huh. Okay. The sword doesn't want them.
Give me a Clink.
Yes, Clink, here you go.
Yeah.
It's modifier.
There you go.
We're just going to slowly like having to like wear them like up here and backwards.
It's fine.
No, they're magic. They resize. Bob keeps insisting, despite evidence to the contrary.
Oh my God, you're at. She's okay. She's got a magic item now. You teach her how to attune to magic items.
Does she lay eggs?
It's one of the first
Are they
steps on the
tasty?
path to being an adventurer.
No, they're not tasty, or no, she doesn't lay eggs?
She does not lay eggs.
Are you sure?
She has not done. She has not done any egg laying at this point.
Maybe she did it in private.
Is she hoarding her eggs?
Are you hoarding? Do you have delicious children over there that we can eat?
They're unfertilized.
Oh.
Well, there you go. She can have a magic item.
figured Adam would be annoyed at me if I said delicious periods.
It does prohibit the use of a shield.
Do we need to give the bird calcium supplements?
Yeah, we should probably make her eat ground up bones.
No, he's using that. You can't grind that up.
I'm sure they don't need all their ribs.
And also, we're going to a place where we know there's a literal ton of bones.
There we go.
I need to figure out how to collect bones
Well, I
and
totally
turn them
attuned
into
to the compass of
bodies.
discovery.
Because, let's see, the only other place that we know that has corpses is the place where we fought the spiders.
So your AC is now down to 12.
Yep.
Alright. So you attune this evening. Make a luck check.
13.
16.
16 and then you kind of move, sort of fix that place and it points off in a direction kind of sideways from the way you've been traveling so far.
Can it point up and down?
No, straight
No.
lines.
You have to hold it horizontal, apparently.
Isn't that one of the swivel ones that can actually angle itself?
Is that a ship's compass?
It's in a box, so...
Yeah, it's sort of a little box kind of.
Well, yeah, it's in a box. It could be the full tilty one. To actually give you
I
a
don't
point
know
up and down.
ship's compasses work.
That they're suspended in fluid, so that when the ship rocks, they can still point where they're supposed to.
It will keep. It is loose enough that it keeps pointing where it is supposed to. It does not point. Interesting thing is up. Is my point.
No. Like it can't or it doesn't. Like if I hold it sideways, does it still point sideways?
Oh, it seems to try. If it can point in the direction on a horizontal plane towards where it would be, it seems to be trying to do that.
Because it would be...
You spent a bit of time with it. Nah, never mind. You wouldn't know. Especially not after what he's done.
Move the smudges all around so you can't tell.
Yep.
Yeah! I personalized it.
Mm-hmm. So, unless we go off on a side trip, we make it there in 4 days?
No,
I mean, we should go that way.
Yeah, we should follow the compass.
Okay.
Why would...
Obviously, this is the correct direction.
That does, however,
Well, like
require
the
a
other
new survival check.
I helped the Bob.
You show me the compass to be like, this way. I'm like,
You're saying we want to go that way, and your goal is to figure out a path to get that direction.
I rolled a 6. Yay. Yay. Yay.
That's pretty good.
10.
It's actually not terrible then.
That's terrible.
No, that's pretty good.
I got a 10 with advantage because I rolled a 6 and a 5.
But yeah, total of 10
Happens.
is not terrible.
But it could have been a 9.
No, total of 10 is a waffle.
Well, I'm saying a 10 probably doesn't engage combat.
What's the point of that?
Just start giving ourselves different advantages and survival checks, just trying to trigger combats.
Come on.
Well, we need
random
those levels,
encounter.
man.
Random encounters.
Just start randomly wandering around caves until we fight stuff.
Oh,
What are you doing? We're walking back and forth like 10 feet outside of town. Trying to trigger a capture and then go back and heal.
Alright, and we take all of our money and we buy healing potions and we go back outside.
So it takes about 6 days following this needle.
Neat.
And it does have some twists and turns in the path as you go. Before you kind of get the feeling as you approach a cavern out of a sort of a small tunnel of a cavern, it opens up into a wide open cavern with the ceiling going up beyond what even your vision can see. And ahead of you, you see first, and you sort of keep moving, it'll reach their vision, is carved as relief into the side of a giant cavern wall. Looks to be sticking out maybe 10 or so feet from the wall, carved like a large cathedral out of the stone.
This is going to make adventuring so much easier.
Oh, there we go. Now my character has a reason to stay. I'm betting this is a reason for my character to stay.
Whatever it is, you better tune it to do that.
I don't know enough about his character to figure.
Currently, he's attempting to follow a religious path because he got the golden dwarf thing.
He does.
And I was really hoping that was going to be the hook for his mental health, and then it was never brought up again. So currently, we're at a state of my character should just leave.
You could always worship Walt. She's pretty cool.
No.
Farlington.
Already?
Excellent
No,
role.
definitely not.
You don't actually have to travel and worship Farlington. You know, he's just a cool dude.
We just the goddess of
No.
death and magic.
I'm thinking the dwarven god of family and hearth is more my character's speed.
My character does not bring up any of his religious beliefs.
Except that one time in the very beginning. Then we found out that people don't like that thing, so none of us mentioned it again.
Yep.
So, what is the carved relief of?
The relief is the front of a temple.
Okay.
It is a temple that sticks out of the side of the...
Neat.
I always find it amusing that they do all these humongous carvings for temples, but they could just have a door. Just a door on the wall, and you walk into this beautiful cathedral where there was zero relief or anything like that. It's just a single, simple door.
Yeah, they could.
That's a lot more my style.
Surprise!
I don't know, religions seem to like pomp and circumstance.
They're pretty into it.
So, do you approach the front doors to this?
Oh, yeah.
You walk up, and as you get close, the first thing you notice is the idea that this is probably not currently inhabited. The doors, having been made of wood, are rotten and basically half collapsed in on themselves. Doesn't feel like a well-loved temple right now.
Well, just bop those doors open then.
I don't activate it very often, but my bard senses tingling saying, "Do you think there's undead in this old abandoned temple?"
What are you asking me for? I don't have that ability. I mean, probably something in there.
Is there anything we can actually tell about from the door what deity this is?
Or at least the front of the building. The door's all rotted.
You may make a knowledge religion check if you would like.
I don't have that.
I have it half
You
true.
may make a straight intelligence check if you would like.
14.
Okay.
15.
15?
15.
I got a 2. No. Oh, 5. No, 4. 3. 3. Definitely
2.
3.
1.
You got garbage.
Yes, I got garbage.
8.
I'll just go inside and look for an altar.
Okay. Do you wait while they pause to look at it, or do you just keep walking?
I'm just going to check inside.
What is it?
Looking at these leaves, well, nah, based on the style of these release, I'm just going to go see if somebody wrote their name on an altar. Gods like to do that.
They're too tall to be gnomes.
Yeah,
You
can play
you're
that.
trying to figure it out. something about vision, some sort of eye watching, but
It's just a giant simple underground Grumsh. The one-eyed orc.
I don't know.
There's a lot of people who use the
eyes tend to be like symbols of the all-seeing, all-knowing. That sounds like a pretty good thing. We should check it out.
and
Maybe just hands all up and down the walls. Eyes and hands everywhere.
Should have known something about something like this.
That seems right on the tip of my tongue. Rolled a 2. On the tip of my tongue. Let's go inside.
is anyone following right after?
Yeah.
Eric?
Yeah.
You are?
We'll go on.
Walk
Says
in,
flaming
hit those
sword and
walls,
all.
and get up on top.
Just in.
That's the safest position.
Flaming sword.
So you, light up as you walk in?
Yeah.
Like a torch.
Flame on!
Well, his shield's also casting light.
Well, my sword's on. My shield does not have to do that.
Anyways, yes, you walk in, and then you basically just starting to
Sword
walk across to the other
professionally
side,
shooting.
across the ceiling.
Yes, it is.
Tall structure here, big
Neat.
cathedral.
Any windows? Any windows?
There are some in the front looking out.
None on like the sides?
And on the signs, there are window reliefs carved that then go out a little distance, and it seems to be cavern, like literally like a broken bit of cavern, like an area of cavern just bigger than the window has been chopped out on the other side, almost like maybe at
Was
one.
this carved into the cave, or was this building teleported down here by magic?
This building was carved into the cave. And it looks like for some of the further back spots, maybe they carved out some of the windows there outside of it, but they hadn't carved away the rest of the cavern out of it. But the structure is basically carved from a solid bit of stone within the cave.
Neat.
And as you are walking across and all, you notice off the way you walk in, it's to the right, in one of the side wings. Seems to be something moved or fell.
Heads up, guys. We got movement.
They're in the ceilings.
No, it's
Point sword over there.
Game over.
Mine's also glowing blue, like moonlight.
I don't think it gives that much distance, though.
It's like 20/20.
Yeah.
Where's mine?
I give off 5 feet of dim light.
Yes.
I just pick a spot over there I can see. Cast light on it.
Okay.
Paul, go see what it is.
Oh, well, that's not touch anymore?
It might be. Rock light. Cast light on paw.
I don't think you can, but you can tie like a ribbon around him and get light on that or something.
Yeah.
Give him a watch.
No!
Why not?
Give him a bracelet with light, but there's not a watch. That's not a thing.
Invent the wristwatch and give it to him.
The illuminated
Right.
wristwatch.
Paul goes, checks it out, prepared action to pocket familiar in the event he gets attacked.
Yeah, it's range touch. Doesn't have to be you touch one object.
So, a little string tied to his finger. Go, paw.
So yeah, you walk over there, and you notice, because it's just within your vision more rather than them, but you notice that whatever is, as Paul is walking forward, seems to be moving further, something,
He's avoiding the light.
Yeah.
You could tie a doll head to Paul.
That's creepy.
It's a walking hand. I don't think it's much worse than it already is.
So he's crawling after it, and the thing's fleeing away from him.
Not fleeing, but definitely responding.
Oh, okay. And he's like, he's keeping out of Paw's range, whatever.
Are you in Paul's vision or your own?
Mine?
Okay.
Kalidan, could you cast light on this rock?
But if
you already have that spell.
I can only have one out at a
yeah.
time. I want to have
Paw's
it
got
on
to
a rock
remain
and
within
have
like
Ryan throw
100
it.
feet of me.
But I have one on My shield.
I thought you
believe
said
so.
you
Okay.
didn't want that one and had your sword.
I said I didn't need it when I had my sword.
Yeah,
Well, I'm just saying
100
we could
feet.
interrupt the thing by throwing a light at it while the light's walking towards it.
Yeah, it's 100 feet.
Okay. Do you move forward?
And it's like, does he have...
Because it is probably that 110 feet back where you see this.
Oh, okay. Then, yeah, let's move up, guys.
Sure, walking over there.
I'll go ahead and...
Are you still just walking towards the far end along the ceiling? Okay.
Where I think the main altar would be.
Yeah.
I'm staying with Vic.
Just underneath it.
Okay.
Climbing on the ceiling.
Just look up at you. Hello up there!
Down.
Nah, my feet are on the ceiling.
You see a
Yes,
gray-skinned
but you're looking
hand.
down,
As
not
Paul
up.
gets pretty close to whatever, sort of the collection of old chairs or pews or whatever benches they may be, that this figure's handing out, sort of from behind it, reaches a gray hand out towards Paul.
I call Paul back.
Like, walk back or teleport?
No,
I mean, like literally, like from out of there, like
yeah.
came out towards the hand.
Yeah, so he's got his hand out, and he's
Yeah.
like, I tell Paul to stop and then to walk back to us.
Drop the ribbon.
And he kind of just, as Paul walks away, it pulls its hand back in.
And it's like, hello?
What language?
Undercommon.
Yes.
And it's like, we're just exploring this area. Do you know anything about it? And who are you?
Just a man who had dreams.
I have dreams. Were they inspired by any god or outer plane being?
You didn't understand what he said.
Not true.
Thank you. I almost went and responded.
And it's like, dreams as in prophecies, or
I thought so.
do you know who was sending you these prophecies?
I thought so.
What did you learn?
Learned nothing. Knowledge was destroyed.
So you've been emptied out?
No, truly, nothing left to hide. Not a secret in the world.
Says the guy hiding.
Yep, says the guy who is not showing his face, who is staying behind.
If you've got all to tell and nothing to hide, then come speak with us.
I can speak.
So, whose temple is this? Whose temple is this?
Make a persuasion check.
10?
That's pretty good.
For you.
Yeah, for me.
No one's now.
He's guys saying that this is some abandoned temple and that he's been stripped of his secrets, but still doesn't want to come out and talk to us.
Which direction is he in?
Forward to your right.
Pick up rock, cast light on it, toss it over there.
He tries to avoid that.
Well, maybe. We want to see you. We have rations to share. In common.
He says to you, what was that?
Oh, he's trying to convince you, saying that we have rations if you want to eat. Do you,
What purpose?
yeah, do you even need food?
Just assuming people are undead or outsiders that don't need food.
You'll be a construct.
Only to sustain oneself.
Well, how do you get by?
Only when weak enough that I cannot resist doing otherwise.
And so you go on prolonged fasts. What's your
It's
preferred?
a very noble way to put it.
What is your favorite meal?
He's a vampire.
I don't know. Theoretically, shouldn't there
Little
be
care.
like cobwebs and other stuff as this was a vampire lair? They get like special powers and things. So he doesn't
want-
or does want the rations?
Do you walk down on the other
no.
side?
Yeah.
Apparently, he doesn't particularly care for eating, and just doesn't.
You
ask
end up
for-
therefore walking down behind the altar, so
Yeah.
less ornate on this side, but you do see some old and withered sort of books and tomes sitting behind, almost like a preparation area behind what is the altar.
Are they readable?
You'd have to go and open them to try.
I asked the man. I understand, or at least I have an inkling of the state in which you're in. Is there anything of interest to people who... Is there anything here that would be of interest to us, even if it's not of any interest to you?
I've little concern of what may be interesting to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's hurtful.
You seem interested in me, I see.
No, I'm just kind of gauging the situation. I mean, you seem cordial at the moment, but how much do we know? Not a whole lot, I have to admit.
You seem creepy and mysterious, and that you may be a vampire. Want to eat us?
I've done horrid things, but I really thought I must. I really thought she'd be out.
But is she his?
You do not understand.
That was out of game, obviously, for the joke.
She is mine.
Ah. So you have fallen into folly and made choices under your own righteousness that led you astray.
Poetic.
Ah, hubris. Enemy of all.
You go up and actually start looking through the book.
Yeah.
They are readable. These seem to be old and worn. They are not written in Common, Elvish, or Primordial, though, so you do not understand them. Also, sort of, as you've approached the back of this altar, you do see there's just a few little possessions sort of sitting around here. A bag. Sticking out of it, you do notice at the very least a bedroll and a fishing pole.
Question before we...
Oh, it's Schmeagol.
Before we go any further, while we're here, is there anything that we should not do? If there's like a warning you can give us that either triggers you or something bad in the temple.
Don't read the books or steal my shit.
I needed a fishing pole.
Wow. Move cautiously.
Mm-hmm.
Not that anything particular bad will happen. That is simply a request. There's really... In the time I've been here, I've seen no traps, no harm. It's truly been abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
It was simply where I was led to flee and where I felt abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
Put them away. Just say, got books here, can't read them.
You just like shout that out?
Yep.
He says there's books that he can't read. Are they yours? Do you actually own anything?
I have some things by the altar of eyes.
Altar of eyes? Whose eyes?
So that's the compass of you missed this plot thread.
Do you look at the compass at this point?
Yeah.
You notice now that you're in here, it is just sort of hanging limp at the moment.
Nice.
Happens to everyone.
Happens. No, it's not putting something new. That means there's still new stuff here to find.
Yeah.
Or we've reached this one, and we have to go...
Does it have to recharge? Have to shake it?
Is it an action sketch?
We've been led here by a mysterious force, and apparently there's something we're supposed to find here. Any clue what that could possibly be? Or is it...
I have no idea.
Is it you?
But perhaps what force leads you to me?
A mysterious one, to be sure.
Ah,
And it's not...
I've been led here by a whisper. I've not seen why I'm here.
Guy said
I
that...
would like to think that it was that.
Yeah. Guy said that he was led here by prophecies and mysterious forces and by a whisper.
You may destroy the books. I cannot bring myself to do so. I should have. They should have stayed.
Does he want to go on an adventure?
Yeah, he's saying something about destroying the books. So, well, what's with the books? What's their story?
I took them.
Mm-hmm.
This dude is notoriously not very helpful.
Well, does anyone get a check to remember the guy from our first encounter?
The bug thing that grabbed you?
No, the fisherman down in the lake we saw and whispered to and was a worshipper of Vecna.
Yeah. I didn't know. We never saw him. He was too far away at the time.
No. I mean, Austin might put together a random fishing pole with that, but...
If Austin
I don't know what kind of character you think
If Austin thinks he would put it together, I'll give him a check. I don't imagine that Austin thinks he'll put it together.
I don't know who you think I am. But that's not me.
Insight check on him to... Oh, natural 20. I wanted to get a read on him as far as to see whether he's being truthful or if there's any sort of...
Malice?
No, insight into the way that I've been talking to him that might...
He's obviously holding back on some information.
Mm-hmm.
For a man with no secrets. But at the same point, it doesn't necessarily seem like he's being dishonest.
And it's like, well, hold on a second, guys. And it's like, well... I tell him, were you... And it's like, have I... does his voice sound familiar to me?
Nick ruins everything by being helpful. It's really annoying when he does it to you, isn't it?
Mm-mm. No.
No. Okay.
Doesn't.
And it's like...
Okay. Go comprehend the books, I guess.
It's like... So...
What are you doing while they're talking?
Well, I'm at the altar now, so I go and try to see if I can find like somebody's name or a symbol I can recognize or who this altar's to.
The altar is basically a platform, and the first thing you do notice on it is that it does have, dried blood, etc., along the top surface. That is the first thing you're going to notice. It is a relatively low altar, sort of a flat platform, being held up by many hands, many left hands, above which is sort of an eye, sort of carved in the side before the actual top flat surface is. And so there's a hand with an eye, then about a half foot away another hand with an eye with a half foot between it, and there's just sort of like a space underneath it where each of these are holding up the the altar itself.
Well, you should definitely remember hands and eyes and the tattoos.
Well, yeah, this is a church to those guys that blew up the town in the drought place. The hand and the eye guys.
Yeah. And it's like, are you an organ or a memory or something? As far as, are you one of one of the Whispered One's followers?
I've been led by him.
Ooh. Well,
Now we gotta kill you.
no, it's like, that's a whole special thing. And he's like, Vecna's a smart dude, but I don't know if you want to get into his chess game.
So,
No.
what was the guy's name?
It's Vecna.
Oh.
This guy, I don't know who he is.
Oh,
He
that's
hasn't
another god.
No.
Pop a pair of Vecna. Just stand there, I'll be like,
What do you say?
found your temple.
Pretty nice.
Tag.
Just a general acknowledgement. Hey,
Found it.
it's like one of those GPS games.
That fixed the compass?
The compass is now pointing somewhere else.
Nice. Got it.
Now this is just GPS.
Smack.
game. Obviously a scavenger hunt now.
I'm sure this can't possibly go wrong.
And it's
Nah,
like-
so the god of secrets is suddenly getting pains going, what? Somebody found my temple. Just found it.
yeah. No.
I
So,
like this game. I like this game.
so outside of the books, are the books dangerous at all?
There were things I wanted to know. I shouldn't know. What are you doing during all of this?
He's being
Standing around, guarding Vic.
You don't want to pray?
To whom?
This Vecna guy. It's his temple.
No, I'm quite alright not praying to Vecna.
Just random god.
You're sort of looking around, and a small bit of light seems to be shining through the windows.
Like out front?
No.
Which is really weird because I thought those went to solid rock.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got
The little plot train's coming. We can hear it in the distance. The lights shining down the tunnel.
Okay, we got light coming through. Is it dangerous if I read the books, or are you going to give me?
You see sort of a shaggy white bit of hair appear from out front of that as withered. He doesn't look old as in elderly, but he has like a worn appearance to him.
Sure.
A drow. Man sort of stands up, probably. No, it's fine. What did you do?
What do you mean?
He's not looking to you. He's turning towards the altar.
Yes.
Looks like you're gonna have to come with us, buddy.
Why?
Seems to be whatever the next step in him doing stuff, right? I mean, you were brought here so you could meet us, so you could go on to whatever you're doing next.
You guys make so many assumptions.
Yeah. That's how you do an adventure.
And he was led here by the God of Secrets. Obviously, something's messing with his head.
And he's kind of, glancing between you and the windows.
To the walls? To the walls?
The windows are in the walls, so kind of.
Sweat drips down my balls? Oh,
You're not that close to him, so you're not sure.
Oh, skeet motherfucker.
Sort of just,
Shorty Kronk. So fresh, so clean.
please stop. Sort of turns and walks and...
And the wall's just carved open, train
So
side
what,
swipes
like
and leaves.
moonlight coming through the windows?
it's sort of that kind of look. The very similar to his sword. That kind of moonlight.
Question:
I'll walk up there and check out.
Is the light projecting anything into the room?
There's some
Make a
hidden
perception check.
writing on the floors.
All right. 18.
18. While it is not necessarily any sort of deliberate message, the shadow, first off, the light is appearing from within the little cavernous pockets and is therefore shining into both left and right side of the temple. So it is as if the source of light is hitting from both sides. And while it's nothing apparent with the actual shape of the carving of the window, they are outstretched hands that are cast within the light's appearance on basically wherever it hits a flat surface where there's nothing necessarily breaking it up.
Oh, so there's like two hands, sort of?
It would be a hand for basically each window. Once the light shines through sort of the shape of the window, it's hit parts at different areas, and each of them are outstretched. Each one makes the left hand stretched out.
Oh, okay. Do they seem to be pointing in any one direction?
Just sort of inward towards the center where theoretically audience would be.
Come, Drow. Come, get in the center.
And he does so.
No.
We'll walk over there with you. It's like, what now?
No.
We have creepy light hands. And
Some sort of force is projecting light, so there's got to be something going on here.
I let Vecna know that we found his temple.
Oh.
You can always push them into the light, see if the hand grabs them.
Well, you think it's a wall master?
A little bit.
I'm walking to look through one of the windows.
It seems to be light coming, just emanating from the side of the carved out bit of the...
I have a higher vantage point. Do I see anything funny about the pattern light makes? Know that it'd be in hands?
Nothing deliberate as a whole, no.
I don't know. Maybe it's just like turning the lights on.
That's just what Vecna temples do for their internal lighting.
Yeah,
just
maybe.
cast scary left hands.
I didn't get an answer back, but this seems pretty magical, so I don't know.
You might have gotten his attention, but you also told him, so you didn't keep it a secret, so...
Well, I'm not really into secrets.
And then you told us.
You're terrible at secrets. Terrible.
No, I'm not really into those. I ever told you any of my stories?
This would be one of them, man. Well, get back to the Drow City. So we found this temple of Vecna.
And I talked with the guy.
You know what? Actually, super nice.
Yeah, it was dark, then he made lights. It's ambient.
After I feel the guy's not going to...
Like, do you know of any... Do you know anything about the bombing that happened in the Drow City?
He walks over to the altar. Just sort of picks up one of the books.
Go over to the altar.
Yeah. Follow him up there.
Mage hand one of the books over to me.
He sets the one he was holding down on the altar.
You look at the cover and the first page. Anything in Celestial?
Nope.
I have... Let's see. How does text on a page work? Can Paul read it?
What? No.
No.
What you have
Do familiars technically get their race language, like Celestial or Infernal and stuff?
It doesn't matter. I would just need...
Yeah, he sees with blind sense is the point.
Yeah. So can you braille it?
He can't daredevil it since the tiny imperfection caused by the ink on the page?
No, that's stupid.
Wait, that's how Daredevil reads?
Yeah.
Well, he
Daredevil
mostly
can't read
reads
his line.
Braille, but...
That's to keep us covered.
Mhm.
He can actually just tell the difference between the ink and the rough page.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Daredevil could.
Daredevil can, yeah.
Only if there's a lot of sound.
Daredevil's not a dolphin, he's full of magic.
Now I'm just thinking about Daredevil having to fight Venom in a sonic chamber, and they're both losing.
So...
But you actually got a book over to you?
Yeah.
It is an undercommon.
Alright. Start flipping through.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the title,
Alright.
Discovering the Master of All That Is Secret and Hidden.
Just a Vecna primer.
Introduction to Vecna.
I look at the book and I kind of like, yeah, I supremely doubt that. This is obviously some sort of
Is
whatever.
Vecna trap?
No, it's obviously some sort of propaganda to fake people out. I think you got bamboozled, my friend. Based off this, at least.
Wonderful.
I flipped 3/4 of the way in and check out one of the pages.
Luck check?
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Thank you. I had it all by myself.
Oh, sit down.
All right.
9.
9. This, 20 in intelligence, right?
Yep.
And you have deliberately put time into studying undead.
Yes.
What is your grand goal with studying undead?
My grand goal was studying undead. I was supposed to be the
Best October decorations.
I'd imagine it'd be until I'd have mastery over life and death. Would be a grand goal.
Like every necromancer ever, you just are afraid of dying and want to become a lich.
That's
That's what I asked.
Yeah.
That's not what he said. Is that what you should have said?
That's no. That's kind of like a path along the way.
Do you have any desires, or have you put any thought into that?
Into what? Becoming undead?
Yes.
Yeah, eventually.
Because that is what this section of the book is about.
Oh.
It is about processes for becoming a lich.
Neat.
Okay, that's worth it.
How have you been bamboozled? No, you're not. This is mine now.
I'm going to confiscate this bamboozling book for reasons.
Check out one of the other books 3/4 of the way through. Oh, what's this one say? 17.
17. Here, this being a much more broad deific book, though Vecna's symbol is amongst the holy symbols on the cover, you find yourself in this one, guidances. What was that?
Would be much quicker if I just grabbed the other book, but I know it's in here too. Here we go. Guidances through Elysium.
I've heard that name before.
Yes.
Isn't it one of the
watching
planes of
Gladiator.
hell?
It's one of the planes of the I feel so good I don't want to leave.
So not heaven, but one of the nicer places of hell?
No.
No,
It's one of the upper planes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's where Palor hangs out and a bunch of
You find him mentioned, the idea being to reach the Temple of Phalor.
yeah, it's where Palor hangs out with a bunch of his angel friends.
Probably popping their collars and being big old douches.
Takes the sunlight.
Nah, Pale's pretty cool.
He's not the Brody Strogad?
No.
No,
Probably
that's
Cord.
Cord.
That's almost certainly Cord. Maybe
Don't-
Aladamara.
Yeah, maybe Aldemara. They're both in Yozgard.
They're both in Party Realm.
Yeah.
Gord just walking around with shades, pop collar, and a polo.
You want to wrestle?
Are you looking for anything in particular in here?
It's a general deific book.
It seems almost to be a guide for hunting down deities.
If you want to go meet the real god and just find out where they live and hang out.
Flip to the chapter on Farlingen and see what it says.
That's what I would've done.
Farlingen is a very large chapter, and it seems less finding him now and more chronologizing places that he has been spotted before.
It's like the big chapter. How do you find the guy who doesn't like to travel? You don't.
It's like,
You just maybe.
You either wander randomly or wait stoically.
Make a what check would it be to recognize and put two things together?
Investigation?
Probably, sure. Make an investigation check. That
Or
works for you.
insight.
Oof.
13.
13 on investigation.
Yeah.
You got a
poorly.
5.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. Never mind. You're still finding basic deific stuff. There are also notes trying to track down Vecna in here.
What is
You
that?
find...
What does it say? What do the notes say about finding Vecna?
Doesn't he have like a tower on the mortal plane?
Maybe at some point, but I'm pretty sure this guy lives exclusively in pocket dimensions at this point. But he happens to be one of the dudes who lives on the material.
Yeah, you're getting lots of notes on specific locations where Vecna has been known to have seen. Many of them are noted with, this has been abandoned since and dates. You get that this was sort of an older tome and that there's been some period of time. But yeah, you're definitely getting points where, okay, he was tracked down to here, and some things with other dimensions, some things with...
Look at this smartass thinking that he could find you.
Just a generalized prayer of, dispute.
Just the point of this book. Yeah. Hey man, casual conversation with your gods. How you build connection.
Was there only the 2 books?
Nope, there are 2 more.
Alright.
The next one goes a lot less, detail on things, and is more of a church kind of guidance and history.
Well, I know I'm part of the Teeth, but I don't know any...
So you want to worship Vecna?
But again, in general, for deities, and sort of cataloging when different religions started, followers, separate cults. This one also goes into a lot of devil and demon cults and sort of where they...
Hey, look at that advantage on religion checks. In convenient book form.
Detect magic. It's been 10 minutes.
I was going to look at that last book.
Detect magic.
I don't trust it.
So he's got 10 minutes sitting there casting a ritual.
Just leaning down on a pew.
How much attention are you paying to the outside world while you're probably not paying a whole lot while you're casting a spell? You have to focus on your work.
I'd imagine so. I'd be down to whatever my passive perception is.
Which is higher than your normal one and higher than all of ours.
Yeah, I imagine you probably wouldn't get that. You're probably too distracted.
So,
what are you doing?
I'm just
So
on
we got this
guard.
like drow dude?
What do you got? Your garden. What are you watching?
Doors, windows.
While I'm casting my spells, I'll have my 5 dudes keep a lookout.
In general, just spinning around, keeping an eye on things.
This drow's here though, right now. He's not hiding behind me anymore. Hiding from me anymore.
He's a bit offset, but yeah, he's there. He's
So
like 10 or so feet away from you.
this Vecna dude cool?
Thought so.
I'm into Farling and Lolth. They're pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I've heard.
But what, you ain't into Vecna no more?
I don't know if I should be.
You try praying recently? That's what
That
I
could
do.
lead to bad things.
Yeah, I don't believe that. You get enough prayer, it'll all work out.
Oh,
That'd be nice.
I mean, I prayed to him. He got lights.
I want a little more than just light. You can make a perception check while you're keeping an eye out, Bob.
Also, what's Clank doing?
Standing near the entrance.
I rolled very poorly, so
Less than your passive, so alright.
yeah, significantly.
So, where is that other book? Is it still up on the altar?
Yeah, I haven't touched it.
Where are the 3 books that you have touched?
Probably off to the side right now.
So sitting off to the side?
So I guess if there's like a pew, just set it on there.
Well, one of them you had, right? The Lich one?
Yeah, you bagged
Yeah,
the Lich
I bagged
Pocketed that one?
Yeah, I bagged the undead one.
You just assume this last one's a mimic?
Someone make a luck check.
Dun 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 dun.
19.
19? So have you sat here for 10 minutes? The lights from the windows have slowly shifted, and you don't really notice until shining over one of the books. They go out for a moment and appear back where they were. The book about the churches is gone.
The whatever, the generic one?
Yeah, the one that's just, about the history of the churches.
Mm-hmm.
The hands from, cast in light slowly over 10 minutes shifted until one of them was over the nearest book. Then they vanished and came back in their original position. That book went with them.
Huh.
Vecna, keeping its secrets.
Light hands stealing books.
Well, obviously it took them like 10 minutes to
They're
get
awful. Light-fingered.
It's quick. Good job. But you get detect magic.
Alright. Look at all 3 books that are left.
The books are non-magical.
Look at him, look at everything else in the room.
Yeah, he has nothing directly magical. There is a little bundle of magic in the bag behind the altar.
What aura?
Open up fire stand before only you can get to it.
I mean, I'm here. I can give it to anybody.
There's no shame in asking for things, Adam.
Evocation.
Damage and magic. Or light, I guess.
It's a bunch of different things. It can be whatever. Yeah, it's got some more esoteric uses. It's energy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. Alright. Was it a powerful aura or a weak one? Medium? Alright.
Yeah, medium. A bunch of medium.
Alright. Well, let's take a look.
You go over to open up his backpack.
Yeah, sure. And he's like,
Hey now.
I saw something magical in here. What is it?
Fireballs.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Sorry. Just curious.
So random magic, I was going to steal it, like everyone does all the time.
Fire all day. I'm into lightning myself.
Alright,
But
so...
do they come in
I needed
convenient
something
themes?
more explosive.
Alright, last book. Flip.
Like that?
Yeah.
So the first thing that happens is the top part of the book sort of breaks off and moves across the floor.
See you later.
You discover this one appears to be a little more old and weathered. So I'd already thought of it too. You go like, this one is journalistic, handwritten. Make
Decipher script.
yes, make a decipher script check.
I didn't think that was a thing anymore.
That's not.
Oh, look at that.
Let's go with
Investigation.
History, insight.
Sleight of hand.
history.
13?
13. You're not exactly placing where or what this is. It appears to be journalistic of nature. You do get the feeling that whatever hand wrote this is not the... this is not an original copy, but moreover someone copying almost something that was someone else's they decided to write down. Just based on some of the notes of trying to figure out what was meant by this or what they've discerned. But it's telling the story of a great struggle and a grab for power. For the greatest of powers.
But you'd have to put more time into it to get exactly what.
I do a light flipping through, and I'm just checking for the name Kaz anywhere in there.
Perhaps.
Ooh, do 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 do. Well, I go ahead and collect the piece of it that flew off.
Yes.
Who's
Alright, I make my knowledge arcana check and I cast mending on it.
Okay. It puts it back to the same withered state it was before. It doesn't seem to be able to restore it much beyond that.
Go ahead and tie that up.
And yes, Kaz is mentioned.
Who's Kaz?
Vecna's lieutenant.
He might have signed a court and did some bad things.
He kind of might have helped a dude who was an archwitch become a demigod.
That happens.
Pretty cool, bro.
Everyone makes mistakes.
I don't make mistakes. Happy accidents.
Well,
I make adventures.
Everyone needs
Well-
a friend.
well, these go in the bag. You want to come with? I don't think there's anything that's left here, unless you know of anything.
Nope.
And
When I announced that we found it, I got a new location on the compass.
I don't think there's necessarily anything left. Anyway.
No, there is.
What will that take you to?
Someplace new that I've never been before.
I don't seek a place.
What do you want?
Even numbers.
I want to undo what I've done.
I
I want my girl.
I can't do that.
I didn't think so.
Gods can do that sort of thing, though. Maybe he'll give you like a quest.
He's done that.
Did you do it?
Did.
Well, maybe you have another one.
Your princess is in
What will
a
I
different castle.
lose?
If you're looking for some direction in your life, we have a feather sword that can help you out. Tomorrow we can ask and see what is the
I haven't done it today.
Oh, then what?
Do you want magic sword to point you in a life direction?
They might be able to. And he's like, "What should the drow do to meet his goals?" What's your name, so we can at least ask properly?
Next summer. I'm gonna write down a name.
Hey there, next one. I'm Erich. These are my traveling compatriots and good friends.
Good friends.
Mm-hmm.
Casual acquaintances.
Very good friends. Best friends, even.
Well, let's be fair. I don't know if he speaks common, so this has all been in Elven or Undercommon.
Yeah. But, so we are having to translate between them.
He's a drow, so I was speaking Elven.
Yeah. It's like, okay, what does Nixala?
Yeah, Nexama
Nixama need to do to fulfill his quest?
and get his girl back.
I don't think that's too broad. What does he need to do to fulfill his quest? Or too specific, I should say. Not broad enough to get the vaguest of answers.
Well, he wants his girl back. That's what he needs to do to get his girl back.
Well, what does Nexama need to do to get his girl back?
Yeah, sure. What does Nixama need to do to get his girl back? Point the sword. Like, just sort of angle it at him. It's like, that guy, Nixama, needs to do to get his girl back.
I tried hitting one of the hands when they're going closer.
They're not moving now.
Well, that might be.
Are all of the books put away?
Yes.
They are not moving right now.
I go and poke one with the sword.
It's shadow.
Yes.
Well, it's an inverse shadow, isn't it? Like,
The hand
actual
is
light.
light, and the hand is the light.
Yeah, it's a projection of light on the floor.
Yeah.
I attack thee, photon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, instead of attacking the darkness.
If you want to attack the darkness, ask Austin. He probably has fog cloud.
I do have fog cloud.
Well, he can attack the light by creating heavy obscurement.
Nope. I traded fog cloud for thunder lightning bolt.
So that takes about an hour, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So while you're doing that, you hear something outside the temple.
There's something outside the temple, fellas.
A little bit of a chittering, kind of clicking noise.
I walk over to the front of the temple.
You recognize the Chul.
Who?
There is a single Chul that is sort of...
Oh, right.
Crab people.
Should I hit it?
Look
walking
like
its-
crab, walk like people.
Wait, it's one of the Chul. Peek head out, and it's like...
Well, I didn't say it.
And it's like, peek head out, Chul. It's like,
Stand in front of door, shield
Hey.
in the way.
is this one of yours?
If it is, make it its left
Yeah,
claw.
yeah. Do something if this is one of yours. Make it, like...
It turns in a circle.
Oh, okay. So what do you want?
Yelling at
And
the
it
air.
starts walking towards you.
I'm standing in the doorway.
Yeah, and it's like, Chul, so what do you want?
I think it has any direct way to communicate, but I didn't get a double check.
Hey, that fish is smart enough to make it right.
Wait, Kalidan, you need to teach the Chul how to pantomime properly.
Give it your stone. And then it can talk.
Stone's obviously magical.
Yeah. Stone just throwing voices around.
Yeah, cannot speak. Didn't think so. Yeah, it's basically walking up to the door, which you seem to be blocking.
Mm-hmm.
And you're behind him. But the large aberration will get right up into the door.
I'm laying
She
down on a
is-
pew just thinking that... Yeah.
She is in my care.
Sword says she's taken care of.
Jimmy?
Fine. The sword says exactly, she is in my care.
Alright, so apparently one of the gods has your girl in their care. Maybe we can ask what we need, or what
To
he
be
needs
fair,
to do.
it has been pointed out to me in the past that the thing controlling the sword is not in fact a god.
Right.
What, was your girl a warlock?
Did she make any pacts with other worldlers?
Librarian.
I could totally see a librarian being a warlock. Wait, did she die in the explosion?
No, that was a wizard.
There were many people that died in that explosion.
No, there was just the one chick who ran the entire library.
She didn't work it with there.
She was
She
much
was
like you,
just-
just a random wizard. Why don't they have magic books I can copy from? So yeah, yes. Well, no,
It's like
I say that in common, so if someone can translate to them.
whatever my friend says that the prophecy from the arrow tells her that one of the otherworldly entities has your girl in their care.
Of course.
So, what do we know about her? You made the pact with her. Tell me about her.
Shows up in dreams. Last dream I remember, she whole bunch of ravens flying down to fight tentacles and
Losing.
yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, ask him if he knows where more frog people are.
it's like, and the whatever prophecy he had, it was about members of, or whatever people who serve his pact master, fighting against tentacles. Do you know anything about the Abolus or the Mind Flayers of the Deep, or Illithids?
No, nothing.
I wonder why these two things are getting mixed up. Buddy, we've
Well-
been told that we're supposed to start a war, so you might be in a heap of trouble, son.
Anyways, we're gonna leave you with this crab person who might or might not eat you.
So, yeah, if you want your girl back, I think you've got a long path ahead of you. So you might want to kind of,
Hop to it.
yeah, you might want to kind of hop to it. And
Self-pity is obviously not the answer.
yeah, this isn't doing anything for you, and
I
if
know.
you want to move forward, you're really going to have to just kind of push forward.
And I mean, if Vecna's no good, you can always trade Loth.
I don't think I could.
Yeah, you can. You need a holy symbol? I got one. You need to sit down and have a pray?
I don't.
feel like I'm throwing a good
She would
word.
think kindly.
You don't know until you ask.
He is a drow, so...
Yeah, I mean, that's basically like 80% there. I'm not Drow, and she's okay with me.
Again, I don't think, because I can't talk, and frankly, I'm not smart enough to make that connection. Ryan, maybe, but doesn't seem to. You know, hands and eye guys blowing up a temple, or a library. This is hands and eye guy. Maybe the two things are connected.
Yeah.
Are you letting the Trill into the temple?
What? No.
Are you exiting the temple?
No, Kalidan gets to go first.
Well, we're leaving, right? 'Cause I'll go first.
Yeah, I'm going.
Everyone's queued up to leave.
Yeah, we're queued up to leave, I suppose.
I start moving, trying to move past the Jewel. So get out of the way.
Yeah, know what you want.
He's...
I
Look at it, wave,
I back him up, and I'm just standing so that they can pass behind me whilst I'm still standing directly in front of the Jewel.
Nice to get.
Are you gonna mess with him? Whatever. Raise a claw if you're gonna mess with the dude in there.
Trill's looking at you.
Well, you know.
Okay.
That is the best guarantee we're gonna get.
Mm,
Head on to New Compass location.
yeah, it's like...
As you leave, and it is late-ish in the day.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, you're not having to sleep now, but you probably got a couple more hours. Do you let him move?
Once everyone's out,
Okay. It tries to approach you.
I stand between it and him.
Yes.
That's my way out. You can't touch him.
Clamps it.
Clamps?
Just sort of in the air.
Jazz hands.
It's Morse code.
Or it wants to talk? I don't know.
Do you need something to write with, or...
Can you just write in the dirt?
Yeah, can you, like, scratch something on the ground, or...
How full control of that tool body do you have? I know you're smart enough to write. You've seen
Are
us do it.
are you saying that you can't talk to me whenever you want? Is it really just one-way viewing?
It is only one way.
I was like, come on.
He had a way to communicate with you guys. You wouldn't kill that off.
Huh?
Nick died.
The fish in my head died when I died.
Yeah.
I have a fish.
Not in your head.
Yeah, you don't have a vision system where you
No.
hear from it.
Where do you have a fish?
Well, I made the deal.
Yeah.
The three of you all are being watched.
Yeah. We cut the deal.
Remember, you got the armor from it?
Yeah, I know that.
You
But
get the fish, man. I'm going to drop 2 prayers. One to Vecna, let him know we're leaving. It's a nice temple, but we probably won't be back, like, ever.
Mhm.
And the second one to Lol. You know, Nick Selma, man, he's messed up, and he could definitely use some looking out.
What? So, do I need to go into a trance or a meditation? What exactly is it that you want me to do?
Do we currently still have a Kalidan blocking it from getting to you?
Yeah.
It's not able to seem to tell you anything.
Apparently it wants to get closer to me. It's like, do you need...
And it will kind of lightly sort of use the hit
Hold on.
claw.
I use message at it. It says that they can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. It doesn't say anything about them having to be able to talk.
Don't be stupid.
They can't whisper to you if they can't talk.
Okay.
It'll kind of lightly tug at your backpack.
I pull out my key.
Does not seem to respond.
I pull out, a quill, ink, and paper. Can you write?
You can tell offhand by the physiology of the troll. It cannot hold a quill. It cannot write.
Use one of your face tentacles. Right with that.
They are not
What
that.
are we doing with the troll?
It wants to talk to us.
The apple is trying to talk to us.
How about you drag your claw into the dirt and make letters?
Can you pray to the aboleth?
He will.
I don't know.
I try to pray to the aboleth. I figure prayer is just an immediate way to
He
get
will
us to
start
the
drawing a line, and as you do that, he just kind of looks at you a little puzzled.
I try to pray to the aboleth. Okay, man, you pick up the phone.
And eventually continues, and he draws
Nope.
a rectangle.
Nice.
So you want one of the books?
Spins in a circle.
Oh, okay. Which one?
It's dancing.
Okay,
He looks down at the ground.
1 claw for the first book, 2 claws for second book, 3 claws for the third book.
First book being...
First book being the first one.
You figured out enough. He describes, he'll identify, rather,
1, 2, 3.
I believe it was a second book.
Which
Finding the Gods.
Finding the guys.
That one got taken.
Oh, aren't you cheeky? Yeah.
Did that one get taken by the...
Nope, that was the history of the churches.
The general knowledge one got taken. Yes. Never did find out aboleths hate the gods because they have immediately usurped the universe from them.
Wait, so we have a book that lets us find gods?
It was supposed to be about notes of hunting them down. Apparently the Farlingen chapter was humongous and basically had...
I'd like to read that.
Well, yeah. Well, if you read
You say that?
Yeah.
The troll starts to walk away.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I want to read that.
Yeah. We might want to be like... limited, because he's going to be reading it. So, yeah.
Actually plotting against
As long as you're not actively trying to plot the, no, let's not read it, he'll just sort of walk away with that.
I have firewood. We can make sure that he never gets his hands on it.
But why? I'd like to meet Farlingen.
Yeah, but I don't like the Chul because he didn't give me my axe and my armor.
It's like I didn't have the one!
The dick made me choose.
Ah, spite, because I'm greedy.
That's the best reason to be spiteful.
But yes, we have a new direction now.
Alright. Tally-ho. Come, friend, we're going to go and start wars with slaves and illithid masters.
Eventually.
I don't think he left with us.
He didn't.
He didn't.
He just sort of stands at the door.
That's why I gave him 2 prayers.
Alright,
One
see
for
you.
like me, we were here, we're gonna leave.
Oh, ask him if he needs ration.
He said that he doesn't like eating.
What?
Yeah,
I think he basically said he tries to starve himself until he gets weak and can't.
Apparently
He's very emo. In case you didn't notice, he is very emo.
Yeah, he's a kind of a depressive spiral. He wants something, but he don't want to do anything about it except be evil.
He wants to wallow in self-loathing or pity or whatever.
He doesn't want to do the adventure needed to get a true resurrection spell.
Yeah. Well, take care, brother.
Go off and set up a
Wait, a couple more hours
survival check.
following in the direction before.
I'll let you read Farlingen's chapter.
Is this in a language I can read?
No.
Or are they all in Undercommon?
Make a luck check.
I will do so.
So 2.
5.
5. It is an undercommon.
I can't read this.
Aboleth can probably read it.
That doesn't help me read it.
Just hold it up to your eyes.
Okay. But yeah, after a couple hours and you rest in your bubble for the night.
We can have bedtime stories about how to find Farlingen.
And we'll pick up there next time. Let's go with 4,500?
Alright.
It's as if like handing out the magic item of infinite plot hooks.
We've shown we are unwilling to bite on most of them. We need one to point us directly at.
Luckily, I'm here.
I love the. I also have like a hook as to why you get it.
What was that? 4,500.
Yeah, 300. To which you then go smear. I try and make patterns in it. Yeah, you can do that.
You didn't stop me.
Nope, I didn't. But anyways, join us next time for more. Bye.